In our conversation, we talk about signing with the Colts, connecting with Blake Freeland, who he grew up with in Harriman, and breakfast foods. Here's my chat with Harris LaChance. Harris, congratulations, man. What was it like to go through that process and ultimately you land as a free agent with the Colts?
Dude, it was crazy. It was nerve-wracking watching the whole draft. I was a fringe guy, so I wasn't sure if I was going to get picked up in the 6th or 7th or go as a priority free agent, which I ended up doing. And either way, man, I'm really happy where I landed. So
Colts have always had good offensive lines and are well coached in that regard. Obviously, Blake, is going there. What was that fit like in terms of who was interested, and did you have a choice? And why was it Indianapolis?
yeah, so not really. I have a great agent, and he had a locked-in deal with me with the Colts, and it just so happened that Colts picked Blake up, and then my agent texted me, he said, "Hey, by the way, you're locked in with the Colts as well if I don't get drafted." And that's what happened, man. So I was like, wow, this is freaking dope.
So you were in a situation where you were like, just get me the best situation and let me know what it is, and it happened to be the Colts?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So when Blake gets picked by the Colts, and then you realize you're going there too, what's that like for you?
I was freaking pumped, and I texted him, and when he texted me, we're like, dude, let's freaking do this. I mean, we played at Harriman together, played at BYU together. Now we're going with the Colts together. So it's a funny thing. You can't make that up, man. Like, I don't know, why destiny has us like that, but it does, man. So it's cool.
And is there like a Mustang Colt thing too? Like there's something there like with horses or whatever, let's go. The connections run rampant. So.
I guess Cougars and horses. Yeah. The connections are just going crazy, off the charts.
So is this a situation where you will sort of obviously you want to make the team and you want to be there a long time? Do you get separate apartments but you go to dinner often? Like how connected are you and Blake going to be?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure all the details yet, but we fly out tomorrow. I know that's a lot of the things. I wonder if we'll be roommates. I wonder if they'll put us as roommates. I don't think we get to choose. So
that would be fun though, right? You'd love that.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome. We've been talking about, I was just with Blake, so we've been chatting it up, and it'll be a fun time, man. I'm really excited.
Did you care where you went, or you just wanted an opportunity?
I just wanted a good fit for me, somewhere where I can play, and this is a great fit for me. And I love the game, and I want to play in the NFL on the next level, and so couldn't be happier, man.
All right, you mentioned the connection with Blake. Like, when did you first meet Blake Freeland, and have you always sort of been on this journey together? And were you always friends, or did that happen later?
So I met Blake in high school. However, I am a little bit older than he is. And so basically I've always known the Freelands. We both live in Harriman, and I've always known his dad really well. His dad was my principal in like junior high, if you can believe that.
Nice.
So, but yeah, man, the connection's always been there, and always loved them. And, it's a tight-knit community, the Harriman boys, and we like to keep it that way. And playing at BYU together was just so awesome and so much fun, and really, really bonded us, I think, even more. And now that we're, going to the Colts together, I think it just continues, man. It's just funny how life works sometimes.
So what's the schedule like from now? What kind of contact have you had with the Colts?
So I've done a lot of meetings today. We fly out tomorrow for rookie mini camp, come back Sunday, and then we're here for a week. And we fly back out to go to OTAs, which is about 5 or 6 weeks.
What are you hoping for? What are you expecting in that process, obviously, to try and make that team?
I'm going to go out there and do what I do best. get the cleats on, get the helmet on, go out there and have some fun, knock some heads around, work on my craft, work my technique, learn the playbook. And that's all anyone can do, really.
I assume you want to be a tackle. You and Blake at left and right tackle would be pretty cool. Are you open to guard? Because it's been fun to watch Brady Christensen become, a starting left guard in the NFL with the Panthers.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I think bookends would be really cool with me and Blake. But also guard would be fun too, man. I'm like, new team, but I'm still a team guy. So whatever you need me to do, I'll do, man.
What'd you think of the overall NFL draft for your fellow teammates? 3 picks in all, which was pretty cool.
I thought it was great. Wasn't surprised with all these guys. I mean, working with all these guys, we've had a lot of NFL talent, and I think we will continue to. So,
are you looking forward to perhaps playing anybody specifically in the NFL, whether that's one of your teammates or like an older BYU guy in the league?
Definitely all the teammates, yeah, and all the BYU alum. I mean, that's fun, Definitely got to get that after game pick like you always post. But growing up, my favorite team was the Giants. So when we play the Giants, that'll be fun to play them. Be like, yeah, hopefully beat them. Just fun.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And what's fun is there's so many dudes in the NFL now from BYU. It feels like every week there's going to be a bunch of guys playing each other. What's it been like to kind of see the talent increase to that level the last couple of years?
It's been good. It's been great for the program. I think that, nowadays, especially even when I came in, the standard was that we're going to the NFL. Every player in this room has a dream to go to the NFL, and playing here is going to make us capable of doing so. So I think that that's how it's been and how it will continue to be. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for my time at BYU. I loved it. So
that O-line last year was special, man. PFF had it as the number 1 pass blocking, number 12 ranked run blocking. I mean, it was all time. It might have been the best O-line of all time. Like, did you guys feel like you were really, really good?
Yeah, I think that we continue to just try and improve ourselves every week. If we struggle with something, we did our best to get better at it during the week and perfect it on Saturdays. And so, but that's what I love about the O-line is that we all knew each other for a long time. We all were boys for 4 or 5 years. So we had a lot of fun.
And it's been a fun, like you said, 5 years. I've mentioned, hey, that 2018-19 crew of kind of freshmen, sophomores that kind of cut their teeth at 7-6 produced some special seasons the next couple of years, right? In 2020 and 21. And you guys salvaged 22 there at the end, which was fun. And then we're seeing these guys go to the NFL. Did you feel like that a few years ago where it was like, hey, we're young, but like, we're going to be good? And then it happened.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. Like I said, I was like, I think we always looked around and said, yeah, man, we're going to make it to the league for sure. We're going to get our payday, man, and it's going to be awesome. And we're going to kick some butt here as well. So,
and if you don't pay for dinner, Zach or Jaron can pay for dinner now, right?
Exactly. They owe me a couple meals here, so I'll have to hit them up.
What is the, like, when you're like in it, what is like the average amount of food / what the cost is for like an O-lineman like yourself? That's like, what are you, 6'8", like 325, 330? Like, what are we talking about here?
Dude, it just depends on how hungry you are. Like, honestly, right now I'm pretty hungry. Like, it's not unusual for me to order 2 meals, especially I'm a big breakfast guy, so breakfast, you got to go, sweet and savory. So maybe I'll get big breakfast plate, sausage, bacon, hash browns, eggs, toasts. But then I'm like, you got to crave, you got to let the cravings of the sweet tooth in a little bit. So you're going to have to get a little French toast, a couple of French toasts, maybe some chocolate pancakes. But don't go crazy, I don't want this to be like all over the news and stuff. Wow, Harris eats so much, it's a fatty. Listen, bro, when you're this big, you got to eat a lot, all right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you eat exactly like that, too.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah, just like that. 150 pounds less, but yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's finish with this. What's a story from last season in a game that you really enjoyed, whether it was funny or meaningful, that maybe you've kept kind of quiet until after the season's over, but now that it's May, you can share something that was either funny or meaningful during the season that you enjoyed.
Oh man. I don't know. We have a lot of inside jokes, knowing each other for that long. We can just say one word and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. Or if you're in our little circle.
You're saying the O line?
In the O line, yes. In the O line room only. Yeah. One of my favorite memories is that it was that Boise State game this last year. And it was came down to, it was a really close game. And that week I was playing tackle with me and Blake were bookends again, kind of like the old days in 2021. And I look at him and we were going for the fourth down or something, need to go score. And I look at Blake and we're just like, man, this is freaking awesome, bro. And I just kind of took a step back for a minute, looked around Boise State Stadium and all the crazy fans, how loud it was. And I just thought, man, I'll just, because you never know when your last play will be, so you always I took it in and kind of thought to myself, man, what an experience, what a life I have. I'm very grateful, and then we proceeded to win. So that was a freaking awesome trip. But that's more the one. We have some funny jokes, and I don't know if a lot of them I can say on here, to be honest with you, but it's funny.
You got to keep them, to yourself, which is funny. But yeah, the Boise State game. What a game! What a finish in the final game of a long rivalry that unfortunately goes away. Right, going to the Big 12. So that was a really meaningful game for a lot of people. So, well, congratulations on making it to the Colts. It's so cool that the Harriman boys get to stay together. Best of luck in the mini camps and OTAs and whatnot. And thanks for the time.
I appreciate you, John.
Thanks to Harris LaChance at the